What's up guys, it's Akrameth here once again for another redesign. Specifically, we are redesigning GENO from Mario RPG. You guys would have to let me know, but I don't think this character has gotten a lot of recognition outside of this series. He's like a well-loved character, but yeah, he was in like the Smash Bros polls around those times. But yeah, this game seems to get a lot of praise. Never played it, but I know of this character very heavily. I don't know who the Cloud dude is. You guys can let me know in the comments. But yeah, should be a good bit of fun. Gonna sort out this character. I have like whenever I look at him, he just looks like he looks like he's in a mage kind of class. So I have a few ideas for the redesign. So yeah, let's get into it. Oh, and just before we do, just want to say, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and comment, or check out some of my other videos. Just conscious of how many people are watching but not subscribed, so subscribe. It's free. Do it now, otherwise you get none of this voice, you know? But here we go. So for GENO specifically, I decided that I wanted to go for obviously he is like a puppet or has like a Pinocchio-esque kind of design. So in my notebook on my travels, decided to give him like this kind of staff mage thing. Gave him like these trouser kind of wooden things we got going on. I don't know what I was going for. I was just saying, if I was designing GENO, this is what I would do. I'd give him like a little hat, maybe like origami type hair, as you can see how I do it in the blue. A little cape, well, made his cape even more shrouded in mystery. I like his overall design anyways, but I said let me make it more like a mage class, or like have a mage aesthetic. I like his original design, I like it quite a lot. Originally I was gonna add like, you know, like what you screw, like what you turn to get like a toy working or some sort of puppet working. I was gonna have that on the back of his on his actual back itself, but with the cape I was like, I think we're straying a bit far from the design that I want. I could have like kind of split the cape at the back, so the kind of twisty mechanism that you would start up toys with is like just, you know, free. But I don't know, that kind of just gives away that he's you know, he's not a real boy, you know, he's not a real boy like Pinocchio. But at the same time, when you see him from the front, it's very clear. But I assume by his design that I gave him, he kind of walks around like Batman. You know, like how Batman walks around, like you don't know what he's got underneath there. He kind of just stands there. A bit of aura farming, in my opinion. Anyways, but yeah, he aura farms, and I would imagine that GENO does the same thing. For those of you that don't draw or like just don't do anything art-wise, the program I use is called Procreate. So what I do is I draw a base for myself. It's just more or less like a rough draft version of what I'm going to actually do, and then I go on top of it with the line work, as you can see. I'll then put colors underneath and kind of just gain an understanding of where I want the base colors as a whole. And then afterwards I will add detail lines. So detail lines is normally just like, you know how you've seen like Marvel Comics or DC or Dark Horse. It's like cross-hatching, and this is my favorite technique when it comes to giving art more depth. I'm not saying it's the right way, but it's the way I do it because it works for me. But everyone has their style. This is just mine specifically. But yeah, if you do art on Procreate, please let me know some techniques. I'm always trying to learn, and give me some constructive criticism of what you guys think. Definitely, I do value your guys' opinion, and I value your time. So I try and keep these videos now to 12 minutes. Before they were like 20 minutes, and you know, you might be doing some college work to this, getting your studies in, if you are at college or uni, go you. I respect it. I did that myself. And uni and life can sometimes get on top of you, but sometimes you put these videos on in the background and, you know, just zone out. But yeah, again, if you are in university or college, or you're just doing studies, or you study art, I don't know how you came across this channel, or if you're already here from before. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that watches these videos, or, you know, saves them for whenever they're doing work, whatever. Random question, does anyone have a Switch 2? I want to get the new Mario Kart, because me and my girlfriend tend to play a lot of Mario Kart 8 online. I trained her from when she was really, really terrible. She was one of them people that didn't know how to play Mario Kart. Obviously play like loosely, very casually, but when I started to teach her about like drifting and outside drifting and inside drifting, she got used to it, and now we play online with the Japanese. And yeah, they cook us. I can't even lie to you. They're always forever locked in. This is a good point to just say, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and comment. I hope you are enjoying these videos, or if you are, it just lets me know that you are. I'm gonna try doing something where between videos I don't like to keep you guys hanging, and I'm trying to make sure I'm always being productive. So between the redesigns, or when I try and fix bad design, I'm gonna have a video in between. And this can be any kind of video, maybe like shorter than like these ones. I'll try and make them like 6 or 7 minutes, but it might just be me rambling on art topics, or just talking about things of interest, whether that's AI or traditional art techniques, or new art techniques, or stuff that revolves around art, anime, pop culture, just stuff that revolves around this channel. And we'll see how it goes. So yeah, be sure to be on the lookout. Here you can see me adding the shading. I tend to always go in grey, so I'll do like a block of colour in areas where I think the light's coming on. So for GENO, I said, you know what, for his leaf star thing, I changed the design of it, minor, just made it just like a full-on stick, and the star kind of gathers the energy. Think of like, you know, like the way Goku does a spirit bomb. I imagine before GENO does an attack, he has his staff kind of conjure up all the energy. I know GENO is like a star inhabiting a body. I was going to make his eyes kind of glow, but I was like, it makes him seem a bit too robot-y. Maybe he does it whilst he's charging up his staff blast. I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah, it didn't make sense to give him his gun arm things, especially because he's wood. So he uses like a kind of staff to do it. It's weird, I find this part of the process very long, but I also enjoy it a lot, because this is where the depth comes in, and I actually see, you know, when you're doing something flat, it's just like, oh, is this going to come out okay? But I think I did pretty well with the shading here. So I start from his hat and go to his hair, or origami hair, whatever you want to call it, the cape, and I think when you've been doing shadows for a long time, sometimes you can be cheeky and kind of get away with how can I explain it? Doing color in areas, or doing shade in areas where it doesn't look like it should be, but also with a tad bit of realism, my shading. You guys let me know what you think, actually. I don't think it goes into realism, but I have a realistic style of shading. But yeah, you guys let me know. Okay, so we're nearing the end, and yeah, after I've done the shading, I may just go on to other layers and kind of top up where I want the color to come in, because even though I do the shading, I also then add highlights, so it just makes it pop a bit. I always want my illustrations to kind of pop out above whatever they're sitting on, so I try and give as realistic as I can of dimensions when it comes to this kind of thing, but I am no professional. I'm definitely still learning. So again, if you have tips, please let me know. And let me know where you're watching from. I am very, very intrigued to see where you guys are watching from. But once again, I appreciate you taking the time to have this on in the background or watch. I've been told in a comment that I should do commentary because you guys like my voice, which is really good. I've been told it before, but I don't know. I've just never... I guess commentary on my channel, yes, but I do have a certain way of speaking. Shout out to my mum. She taught me the best she could. If I was a voice actor, I'd want to voice like a royal kind of character, like a king almost, or, if I was a voice actor, you guys let me know. But we are done. Okay, so here are the concepts that I had for GENO. I had a few different colors I wanted to experiment with, and here is the final design. I'm really happy with the way his design came out. I like the brown kind of trousers to separate his chest. I put a star in it, had a little star on the bottom of his hat, and his kind of staff thing. It looks really good. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way it came out. And here are some variations to go with it. So obviously these the original blue. I then had another variation where it's like a red, kind of looks like Red Riding Hood or Mario. Then another one like a green, because he's like a forest spirit in a way. I thought it came out really well, but which one is your favorite? I then had like a last variation where I thought of like a dark GENO, but it looks okay. He doesn't look evil though, he looks like a cute evil. But thank you for watching. If you are interested, please check out some of my other videos. I've redesigned Link, Wario, and a few other characters. Thank you for watching, and peace.